Hello everyone, welcome to the Adurin region. I'm your host Adurin himself. That's right, it's another YouTube channel. That's unsurprising in this universe. But this is something that I've talked about on various other videos that I've done, and if I've done this properly, not only is the Adurin region channel linked onto this, but you'll also see some of the other channels that I am posting or will be posting regularly on. Primarily, there is the Ahdurin channel, which is where all the big videos, challenge videos are going to be posted. In fact, in a couple days from today, a little update, sort of reminder thing, kind of hinting at what the next challenge video is going to be will be posted, so I'm very excited. We're going to get back on that. And this channel, this is a new one here, is Ahdurin Region TCG, or AhdurinTCG to be exact. This is a new channel that I am dedicating to the TCG because I have been really invested in playing the TCG. I've been playing for about a year now, and I've been in person for a few months. I want to say about a quarter, a little bit longer than that, somewhere in like August, I want to say I started playing in person, and it's been a lot of fun. So because I have this need and insistency to try to record everything in my life, we have created a new channel, AhdurinTCG. This is primarily going to be focused on the Pokemon TCG because that is what I know, but in the future, maybe, question mark, we might dabble into other TCGs as well. For now, though, we will stick with the Pokemon TCG. So, what can you expect on this channel? Well, I have had a habit of making promises that I cannot keep when it comes to video upload, so I want to establish that up front. I'm trying to aim for this. We'll see if this actually becomes the case, and it'll be really interesting. At the end of the year, I tend to do like a year overview and then a what to expect next year sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to hear what future me decides is possible for next year. But the idea for this channel is to post TCG content, a little bit of the two avenues that I'm really in, which is the playing side and the collecting side. More of a player nowadays than a collector. If you asked me this time last year, it'd be the other way around by a mile. But I think what I'm aiming to do is, for the month of December in particular, we'll start with that, because December is going to be a month where I try to post a lot on this channel, though not as many videos, a lot of shorts. I'm going to be doing stuff like that, primarily pack opening stuff. You know how it is. That feels like it fits in a shorts environment, and plus, I've opened enough packs as it is for the things that I play, and just for fun, so I might as well post those, put them on the shorts feed and all that sort of stuff. So, the idea behind this channel, at least for the month of December and going into the future video-wise, is that every single day there's going to be a short. For the month of December, I'm going to be opening a pack. It's probably going to be the more recent sets, but I've got some older stuff, some end of Sword and Shield era, early Scarlet Violet era stuff. Especially as a rotation comes in April, I'm already trying to think ahead of what decks work well for post-rotation. So as a result of that, you'll see a lot of the Scarlet Violet, maybe end of Sword and Shield era stuff. I might have a random X and Y or Sun and Moon era pack, maybe if I find those. That might be opened at the end of the year. But for the month of December, every day there'll be a short. Exciting. It'll be a pack opening, maybe some fancy music, maybe me talking over it. We'll see what cool hits we can get. But that'll be for the month of December. Between you and me, I like to be pretty open about this. This is mainly to get the views and the algorithm to recognize this channel existing. But what you're here for probably are the videos. So eventually, I'd like to do a 3 times a week sort of thing. That is not going to be the case, however, as we start off. What I'm going to do starting off are Monday and Friday videos, twice a week. Videos that are probably on par with stuff you see on the Ahdurin Region channel. Minimal editing, just me and you chatting about the Pokemon TCG. The idea behind it, and this maybe works, maybe doesn't work. My idea behind this is that Mondays are typically going to be competitive day, and Fridays are going to be the collector's day. So on Mondays, you might see stuff like this, Pokemon TCG Live, or me talking about locals if I go to it. My locals are typically on Wednesdays, sometimes they're Saturdays, depending on which one I end up going to. So as a result of that, I want to give a little bit of time to make sure that I edit things, and in case I don't go to locals for whatever reason, I want to make sure that I have something available and the time to make it available. So Mondays, generally in the evening time, I'll be posting a video probably about my deck exploits. The big thing about this channel, and the reason why I'm doing this, is as a player, I'd like to be able to create a channel documenting the journey of a player from the beginning. I'll be honest, as you can see on the screen right now, sped up. We might talk about this game. This game was a wild game that you're seeing here. I am a Golden Go player, at least right now, but I am not very good at the game. I know what to do. I'm pretty good. I can scrape by wins. It's not as though I'm bad, but I would like to document my journey of going from a nobody to, hypothetically, a somebody in the Pokemon TCG, if that's even possible. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be Mondays are going to be the player's guide, a documentary sort of thing, a weekly update on how it goes. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh person, the Mondays are going to be less editing, but very much like Ruggles, if you've ever seen their content, especially their content of going from somebody who was coming back into the Yu-Gi-Oh playing games. That's kind of what I'm doing to a certain extent, coming back into the playing games and really getting invested in it. Coming into the game and documenting their journey from just going to locals to regionals and going up from there. That's what I want this to kind of be. As time goes on, I'll probably add some edits, add, a transition screen here and there, but kind of low-key as we go through and progress from being effectively a person who just goes to locals to somebody who tries to get some cup points and championship points and maybe go to a regionals, try to build it up from there. So that's the journey. If you're interested in that journey, those are going to be every Monday. At least for now, we'll probably change things up as time goes on. Like I mentioned before, I'd like to do videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Wednesday is probably going to be the time for any long-term series or more edited, polished stuff, ideas I have in my head that I haven't actually implemented yet. So those are going to be done on Wednesdays. Mondays is kind of more casual, and you and me chatting about, the metagame and all that. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Fridays, it's the end of the week. It's a good way to be happy, explore, the fun stuff like that. And that's where I'll go more on the collecting side of things. Now, I'm not really sure as of this point where I'm going with that. I wanted to make this channel kind of twofold. A player's perspective and a collector's perspective, because I am both at the end of the day. And so I wanted to have a weekly episodic sort of thing for those that are interested in the collector side of things. It might be just as simple as like, hey, look at my binder. Here's what stuff I have. What stuff do you guys have? Question mark, question mark, question mark. But, something along those lines that could be intriguing, could be exciting, whatever that ends up being. And if you have any ideas of what you want to see, what you want to hear, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to explore that a little bit more as we continue. So, Mondays, Fridays, that means this Friday, for example, we'll be posting the first official video on the channel. Probably something about like, here's my collection as of today, and then we'll just do weekly updates and go from there. So twice a week, shorts every day for the month of December, showing off pack openings that I've done, a variety of different things, and shorts at least for the month of December. I don't know if I'll do shorts long term because I do not have the capital, or at least as of this point, obviously, the YouTube channel size to be able to sustain a pack a day sort of thing. But who knows? Maybe we'll dabble in some other things as well. That about wraps it up here. Thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. For those of you that have been watching the other content that I do, you can check those out. Those channels are linked if you click on this channel's icon or the little channel name thing. All the different channels pop up, so you should subscribe to all of them because that'd be fun, and that will do it here. Thank you so much. I'm excited for this journey. I've been playing for a while, so it's one of those things that I know I put in the time, at the very least, that I know I like the game, and so now making content off the game is something that I tend to do, and I'm excited to continue with that. So thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. Next time we start off our collection journey, see where we go from there. Thanks everyone. Until next time, take care.